Yo, what up, world? What is good, man? We are back for another episode of the Dot and Clutch Show. We got a wonderful guest today. The big homie Rico Finesse is in town, man. We are kicking off Fitness Week again with another wonderful fitness expert here to give us some tips and tricks for us gamers who sitting in the chair all day and trying to get our health and our mind and our body right, man. But this week's episode is brought to you by Chicago Threads, ChicagoThreads.com with a Z. That you can go to Chicago Threads for your everyday active wear for all of your fitness needs. And for the ladies, you got tank tops, leggings, anything that you would wear while you working out in the gym. For the fellas, we got wonderful jogging suits, hoodies, hats, shirts, everything you need for your everyday active wear. Today, our show is brought to you by Chicago Threads. That's Chicago Threads with a Z.com. Chicago Threads with a Z.com. And without further ado, man, I'd like to introduce my co-host Clutch. Shout out to Clutch all the way in the building from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. And shout out to our wonderful guests. Everybody make some noise for the big homie Rico Finesse in the building with the guns out. You know what I'm saying? Guns out, for Fitness Week. You know what I'm saying? What's good?
Appreciate the invite, man. Appreciate the invite, Doc. Appreciate you, bro.
You already know, man. You already know, man. I'm happy you could be here, bro. Like I was telling you in the green room, bro. This is an important week for me. Important week for the community, man. Getting your health, your body, and your mind right. It all goes hand in hand with gaming. Staying focused, and you doing wonderful things over there with the Boston Celtics crossover gaming. You're doing wonderful things for individual players in your community, man. And I wanted to bring you on and kind of learn more about your fitness journey. Like, where did it start? Did you start in sports? Did you start in just health and fitness? Is this something that you picked up? Or, I just want to learn more about you, man. And I'm sure the audience wants to know how to get fit as well, man. And so we can have the guns out with you during the episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it started when I was like 5 years old. My dad was like super, super, super strict. So
Okay.
like 5 years old, like in the morning, he'll have you do 100 push-ups. At
What?
5 years old. Yeah, so before I go to bed, Little League football started when the season started so basically I couldn't play video games during school days. No school days, no video games during that time. So
Wow.
when it's Little League football season, it's do your push-ups in the morning. You go to school, do tutoring after school. You go to Little League football practice, and then you got your games on Friday, right? Or if you're traveling, you got Friday through Sunday.
Yep.
In the off season, it's tutoring, school. Then I got my personal trainer or training with my dad. So on the weekends, before I could play the game, my dad would have me running hills with a sled, or way to invest. And like anytime I get in trouble in school, get your ass whooped, and then you go out there, you run them hills, all them welts and belt marks on your body.
Yeah.
He had me running in the pool. So I always been the smallest dude on my team, but my dad told me, like, you probably gonna be the smallest one on your team, but I guarantee you either gonna be the strongest or the fastest one on the team. So when I was in Little League, I was always either fastest or the strongest. In middle school, I was the fastest. High school, I was the fastest. JUCO ball, I was always the fastest. So started at a young age, just disciplined military training from my dad, my mom too. So it's just born. I was born into that. I had cousins who played in the NFL,
Nice.
NBA. So I was just born into that.
So talk to me about like what made your dad? Well, did you have brothers or sisters, or was it just you, or is somebody ahead of you that was in sports that he pushed like that, or it was just you?
It was just me. I'm the only child, so my dad kind of taught me like self accountability. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
nobody else gonna be in the gym with you when I'm not here, when I'm around with you in high school or college. So you might as well start at a young age. So I always competed with myself. I always pushed myself be better each and every day. So
That's
that's
dope.
kind of like, yeah. So that's what I had no brothers or sisters growing up.
That's dope.
So
man.
when I got into high school,
Mm-hmm.
me and my dad always watched sports together. So one day we were watching college football, and we saw I can't remember the team. It was Oregon versus a team. I think it was USC.
Mm-hmm.
So this is back when Reggie Bush was at USC. So we were sitting there watching, and we hear fantasy, That's my last name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Fantasy? Hold on now. So we did some research and found out that was like my cousin, blood cousin.
Nice.
So after that, we reached out to him, and I started going up to the University of Oregon and like training with him. This is back when Dennis Dixon. I don't know if y'all remember him.
Yes, I
Dennis
know
Dixon.
exactly who that is. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
old school, so I know. I
yeah,
watched the whole Reggie Bush era, Dennis
yeah,
Dixon. Like, yeah, I'm very
Dennis,
versed.
yeah, Dennis Dixon was there. Jonathan back with the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Chung, all those guys were there when my cousin played. And my cousin was a punt returner and a star cornerback there.
Nice.
So I grew up. I grew up there. I mean, I grew up there. I went there in the off season, and I like seeing them work out and train was like a big thing to me. And then like seeing them go to the film room and then they go home and play video games. Like I was stunned seeing these athletes going home after film or practice and hopping on the video game playing. This is back when NCAA was
NCAA
big. Yeah, Madden,
ESPN football.
Halo.
Yep.
Yeah, Halo.
Man, Halo was my shit.
Yeah. And then this big thing here, they played a lot of zombies, Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, zombies used to be lit back in the day.
So they'll play that. They play for a couple hours, and then they be like, "All right, you finna go train now." And then my cousin be like, "Hey, you trying to go with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to go with y'all." So I'll go there and I'll throw up and almost pass out trying to work out with them. So it is sparked hunger for me when I go back to Oklahoma City. That's where I'm born and raised in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I go back. I go back to Oklahoma City and like I'm back at in high school and doing tour days, and I just remember like seeing how they train and what their work ethic was. So it just pushed me to push myself.
Did you grow up a Sooner fan, watching like Sam Bradford and all of them? Did you?
That's crazy. Nope, I'm a Longhorns fan. I played against Sam Bradford in Little League.
Okay.
In middle school, his Little League team was the Bulldogs, and they're kind of like our rival.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm a big Longhorns fan. My dad's from Texas. He's from Oak Cliff, Texas.
Okay.
So
you were on the part of Oklahoma where y'all lean towards the Texas side versus the Oklahoma side, because
no. Instead, Oklahoma treats the OU Sooners like an NFL.
So you were in Soonerville and you just weren't okay.
Yeah, people hated me. Oklahoma is Soonerville. Like,
yes,
period.
like yes.
They treat OSU like the stepchild
Facts.
in Oklahoma. It's all about OU. OU football is their NFL team.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's how they treat the OU Sooners. So yeah.
That's dope, man. So you started off. You found out your cousins was there. You hooping, but from 5 years old, you had the know-it-all to know how to do proper push-ups. So I'm assuming that you, from your daddy, taught you technique and taught you how to harness your strength, right? So now, when you fast forward to you playing Little League sports and you playing Little League football, being one of the shorter guys, we're not gonna discuss your height. We ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? But you being one of the shorter guys, like did that lean you towards certain positions like running back and cornerback and things of that nature? What did you play?
Yeah, I was slot receiver.
Okay.
Slot receiver, corner, and kick returner, and punt returner. Yep.
Okay, great positions for you, especially in the slot. You probably was a demon out the slot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I played with in high school. I played with Barry Sanders Jr.
Okay.
Barry Sanders and Sterling Shepard with New York Giants.
With the Giants, yeah.
So yep.
That's
they
dope.
were freshmen. I was a senior, and we won state. We went to junior year. We went to state and lost. Senior year, we went to state and won. And then after that, when I left, they took over. They just, created a whole dynasty. I think we were one state championship away from having the most state championships in the state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
And our they're doing pretty good right now. So they look like they're going to go to the state championship this year again. I think they're like 7-0. Heritage Charlottes 8-0, 7-0 right now. They look pretty good. So
that's a football program right there.
Yes,
Football, basketball, tennis. Yeah. Volleyball, golf, like when you go, I went to a private school, but it's like what they one thing about this private school is taught me to, push yourself beyond your limits, being accountable. Because I'm gonna tell you the story after this though. Mm-hmm. Volleyball, baseball, golf, all of that. Even this year's draft in the MLB. We had a number two, I think number 2 overall pick came from my high school.
Nice.
17-year-old kid. You know what I mean? So when you go to my high school, you have to be one of the best athletes. You know what I mean? So
Nice.
that's that, and it holds you accountable. So let me tell you this story. Like when I first went to this private school, I got accepted athletically, and I kind of thought I was the man when I went there. You know what I mean? Because I had a name coming in middle school. I thought I was a big show.
Right.
So my strength and conditioning coach, he told it's a program, off-season program called Charge Your Iron, and we had a meeting before that program started. He said, everybody be here at 6 o'clock. I don't care what you got going on. 6 o'clock, or going to be some problems. So, you know me, I'm coming in with my swagger. I'm coming there like a 6:02. 6:02. And it's about 70 players on our team in the athletic. So when you walk into our campus, you go into a big athletic room, a big hallway. And you get to, you get ready to go out there and run and do your conditioning, all type of stuff. So I walk into that athletic facility, and there's 69 players. I'm the 70th player. There's 69 players looking at me. And coach said, all right, Rico, you want to be late? Everybody outside. We're going to run the whole campus 5 times. Everybody hated me like for a good couple of weeks.
I'm sure.
I made sure, but I made sure I was never ever late to not one meeting. No, not one film in the session, not practice, not one time. That told me to hold myself accountable. On a big stage. No matter how talented you are, if you late, everybody got to run.
That's dope, bro.
So,
yeah, man. That's about that work ethic, man, and that discipline.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's that mental discipline. You knew not to be late ever again, man.
Yeah,
and that's hard with coming from a big program. Do you go back to your high school now? Now that you
that's crazy. That's crazy. I did about I think 3 weeks ago. I went to go. I got an Invisalign, and my Invisalign orthodontist is back in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I went back. I still got my fastest 40 time there.
Wow.
All my coaches know me. We still have a long conversations. I had conversation with a 4.28.
4.28. Ooh.
Yep.
You was moving.
It's still up there. It's still. I still got my plaque there. Everything's still there. So I had a discussion. There's a lot of recruits coming out of there. This kid just committed to Texas Tech. You know who Wes Walker is, right? Wes Walker came from Wes Walker came from my high school. So they're doing a big story on this kid because he remind everybody in high school, football, and college. This guy had the same size as Wes Walker, fast like Wes Walker. He moves just like him. Has the cockiness and ego just like Wes Walker does. So they're doing a big story on him. I talked to him for a little bit. So yeah, I'm still cool with my coaches there. Talk to them a lot, on my off time. But yeah,
that's dope, man.
That's what's up, man.
Before you jump into it, go ahead, Clutch. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I actually went to school with Brandon Graham, so I had the luxury of talking to him, chopping up with him. How his game plan was. He came in 9th grade on varsity. Cameras on everything, newsletters, news people, all the through there. I'm like, damn, you really got big time. But he never had a big ego or nothing, man. He was doing push-ups and sit-ups in the hallways, all types of stuff. Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been around a couple pros too, so.
Yeah, I went to school with Reggie Hayward. Yep, that was my big homie in school. My old man, Coach Donovan McNabb, he from Dalton. So football and baseball. Him and my brother was a year apart, so they played on the same team. Him and my dad, they still hold records. They had they won every in baseball around here. They got the traveling all-star, the traveling team record. They won every game by slaughter rule, 16-0, whooped everybody. Yeah, Donovan, he was nasty at everything.
Donovan was crazy like that?
Yeah, he was crazy. It was crazy. Even in college, even in high school, like Donovan was must-see TV. Like we used to drive to Mount Carmel just to see his games. Like Donovan was must-see TV. I went to De La Salle, so that Catholic League versus that Mount Carmel versus De La Salle game was was literally like an NFL game with you got 2,000-3,000 people in attendance for a high school game. You know what I'm saying?
They still good too, right? They still good, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I know about that name, De La Salle.
Yeah, De La Salle, yeah, bro. So yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Trust does Sway, Christian. I know Christian was gonna be here. He an ex football player too. Played D1 and he played arena football. Shout out to Florida. Miss Third Mike, Fleet. Yep. Shout out to Gamma in the building. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. So when he said Dusty said you don't gotta flex on him like that, Rico. Hey, it's natural. It's natural.
I'm leaning on my armrest.
Yeah. You good. You good. We got ladies in here, so you can keep the ladies entertained. So talk to me about when you made the transition of you weren't going to be like a star athlete anymore, maybe when you left JUCO and whatnot, what kept you going on this fitness journey? Like, what kept you working out every day? Like, before you got here, you just got out the gym like 5 minutes before you logged into the green room. Like, what gave you the motivation still younger? Not now, but back when you were still had dreams of being an athlete. Because I even got an athlete, Sway, he still got combine dreams. He going to the NFL combine to try to get, walk on and whatnot. So what made you keep chasing that when you were still in player mode?
Yeah, I just, I don't know, it's just like a part of me. I just love doing it. You know what I mean? Just
okay.
I just love doing it. It's a part of me. I kind of like my outlet too. You know what I mean? Because gaming and working out and helping others is like my outlet. Like, I feel good. You know what I mean? So those are the things that make me feel good. I love doing it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I like holding myself accountable, like being disciplined. Sometimes I like to challenge myself. I go in the gym. I try to basically when I go in the gym, it's times where I'm tired or I didn't get enough sleep. Sometimes all right, you know what? I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna give 1,000% effort. And sometimes I go in there. I'm like, hey, today I'm gonna try to make myself throw up or give up type of thing. And then I worked out with one of a 2K member in the community here in Boston, and we were doing a leg day. And it was it came to a point where it's all right, am I gonna quit or I'm gonna keep going and know I'm gonna eventually throw up? So I kept going, and then about 20 minutes later, I went outside and threw up, and then went back inside and finished the workout. I just like doing that. You know what I mean? I just like pushing myself beyond my limits. I love working out. It's just part of me.
That's
leg day, son. Skip leg day, son.
Man, sometimes I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I do. Oh, boy, leg day.
Straight up.
Talk about your day to day. What you do now as far as getting up, or do you work out 5 times? I'm asking for myself because I really want to start, getting in shape. I think COVID kind of messed everything up for me. Talk about
your routine.
Workout.
So I'll do like this. I'll talk about what my routine is in during the season, NBA 2K League season, and then off season. So in the NBA 2K League season, right? I'll get up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and I'll do my morning workout before I got to eat first. Eat small meals before I work out. And then I'll take my my pre-workout, go work out, take a shower, eat, watch a little bit of film or game a little bit, or watch some news, catch up on the ESPN or whatever. And then we'll have our 12 o'clock, 12:30 film session, right, with the players. Watch a little bit of film of our scrimmages or previous games. And then we'll have our scrimmages will start probably at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we'll end the day about 6:30, 6 o'clock type of thing. And then I'll go home and I kind of decompress how the day went, take my little nap. I love taking naps. I'm a big believer in taking naps. And I'll take my nap, and then I'll go back to the gym again, work out, eat, go back to sleep. And that was kind of my routine for 6 months. So, and then in our off season, I like to do 2 a days, much as I can.
Okay.
So I get up in the morning. I do my jog. I do my morning jog routine. Or I do the incline treadmill inside my apartment complex for a good 20, 30 minutes. Eat my breakfast. Get dressed, go down to the office, Celtics front office. Take care of my meetings, my 9 o'clock meetings, 9:30. I'll probably get done with meetings at probably 1 o'clock. Watch some film that I might have missed some series they probably go on probably 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning that I might have missed.
Yep.
I'll go back and watch that. Keep up with my players and see what my players are doing. Talk to my players, see how they're doing, off the game and on the game. And then I'm probably done with the office about 5 o'clock. Once again, I'm big on naps. Mm-hmm. I'll go home. I'll take a shower, take a nap. Mm-hmm. Get up, play a little bit of video, get on the park or run some pro-am, or play Call of Duty Zombies or something like that. Take my pre-workout, go to the gym, come back here, take a shower, eat, relax. Might watch a little bit of Netflix.
Yeah.
And play some video games, do it all over again. So I think if you're getting back into the gym, you don't have to go all out, go crazy. You can kind of warm up into it a couple of weeks or a month. Go once, probably go 3 times or 4 times out of the week.
Okay.
Ease yourself into it. Ease yourself into it. You know what I mean? I'm a big believer in the process. I don't believe in going to the gym, you do all this crazy stuff, and now you're gonna get bigger or you're gonna lose a lot of weight. I'm kind of like a building type of guy. So it's gonna be some challenging days where you don't want to go, or you don't go, you don't see any progress, and don't take offense to it. I mean, it happens. You just gotta know it's a process.
That's dope, man.
I just when I go to the gym, every time I go to the gym, see, I have to go to a Planet Fitness or something, but every time I go to LA Fitness or something, I'm a big basketball fan. I used to play JUCO too, so every time I decide to go work out, I always get straight to the gym and go hooping, and I just forget about the workouts and everything, so. Yeah. So it seems like naps is very important as far as working out. What about shakes? Do you like protein shakes? Yeah. So I take a mass gainer. Okay. Yeah, I take a mass gainer because I have a fast metabolism. I have to eat a lot. You know what I mean? So I can't eat 2-3 times a day. I gotta eat I gotta put 5,000-6,000 calories into my body. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Sure I gotta gain a lot of weight. I gotta keep eating. So it was a time in the season where I lost 12, 14 pounds because I wasn't eating. I was so into trying to make playoffs, making sure these I had a team full of rookies, so it's more time into my team, a little time for myself. So it's times where I lost 12, 14 pounds. I'm like, bro, this is no. I got to get my body right. So I do take protein shakes. There are some certain protein shakes where it's about lean, about mass. But yeah, I'm a big believer. I always took protein shake. That's the thing, because like I said before, I struggle with weight. You know what I mean? So my dad had me drinking when I was about 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. He didn't want me on strong protein shakes because that's not recommended. He had me drink Ensure.
Oh, okay.
I used to drink that too.
And Premier, I drink this right now. I got it right now. So when I'm not drinking a big protein shake, I'm super fat, super busy. I grab one of these, boom, drink this, head to my meeting or whatever I got to do, and probably eat a meal after, and then eat a protein shake later that night before I go to bed.
That's your after workout shake right there, the Premier protein.
Yeah. Okay. And then on off days I drink glutamine. It's good for recovery.
Okay.
Put that in your juice or whatever, or some water. Knock it out the way. That's what I drink.
That's dope, man. Now, when you were playing, where did you play JUCO ball at?
I played in LA. So soon as
because my boy in the chat said he played with you in Cleveland, Christian Wise. He said y'all was teammates.
Yeah, my cousin. Oh my, yeah. That's my boy thing. So he played with my cousin in Cleveland. He played with I think it was the Gladiators.
Okay.
The Gladiators. So my cousin played arena football. I think he was on a practice squad for a year for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, I remember him. That's my dog right there. I'm gonna see him in Vegas too.
Nice. Yep.
But yeah, I played JUCO ball in LA Valley. You know what I mean?
Okay.
California. So soon as I graduated, my parents. So in Oklahoma, you're either a football player or a basketball player. And when you get out of high school, most likely up to no good if you not going to college.
Right.
So so my parents was like, no. You're not for this. You got too much talent. You're too smart. You're not for to be staying in Oklahoma City. So you're going to LA. That's what my cousin is from. Justin Finney, the one that played for University of Oregon and he played for the Chiefs. He played for the Buccaneers. He played for the Dallas Cowboys and the Patriots. So I had family members in Compton. So what I did was, after I graduated, I moved to LA because I had family members in LA, and I went to LA Valley. That's where I played JUCO ball. Went to college at.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Now, give me an idea, right? So when tell me about like when you made the transition. I know the first person that when you were coaching with the Celtics and at Celtics crossover, what made you say was it that you picked Fab, or was Fab the first candidate that you felt worthy of? Like, what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna switch this fitness journey and I'm gonna start helping my players? What made you make that transition?
Man, it's like happened out of nowhere. RPW, all of this workout stuff happened out of nowhere. Like, I'm gonna tell you the story. Like, when we were, scouting Fab, you knew his like ability is out of the world. One of the best players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But not too many people knew who he was, because back in that time, before the league started, a lot of these players didn't even have real profile pics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they had like cartoons, NBA players, like, nobody knew what Fab looked like, to be honest with you. And I knew about Fab. I've been in the community for about 12, 13 years. You know what I mean? I was here before all of this, league stuff started. I was back when I was involved when SBA and NPBA were like the first legitimized leagues, and they started on an app called Kick. I don't think that's even been around anymore.
It's not.
Yeah, they started on Kick, then it went to Facebook, then from Facebook groups, then it went to Twitter. That's how I started. Nobody really knew who was who, because they had fake profile pics, or they had their My Player pictures on their profile player. You know what I'm saying? So nobody knew what he looked like. So when we drafted him, and he saw like all the comments of him, like how big he was, and like on Twitch, because the draft was on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So all the communities kind of like first time seeing Fab in person, live, and they're kind of like picking on him. So when I first saw Fab, like he came in, because I joined the team later on, like when training camp first started, type of thing. I wasn't there at the beginning, but kind of like in the middle of training camp. So when I got here in Boston, I saw Fab. He was like sitting back in his chair with a big liter of Dr. Pepper and like a big bag of like hot Cheetos, right? And you see his like stomach lean over. He's like, "What's up, coach?" He got a little. He sound like Kermit the Frog. That's my brother right there. That's not dead, like Fab is dead as my brother. Like that's family, that's blood. Like I talk to his mom every other day. I'm real close to his family. That's family right there. But he had a stomach. He was leaning back in his stomach like that, and I think it was about like 2 weeks after I was there, or a week and a half, that I was in Boston. I got the job. He was like, "Hey, coach, I'm tired of like living like this and feeling like this. I feel sluggish. I don't feel confident in myself. I'm tired of people like making fun of my weight. Like, I'm serious about this weight loss journey. Like, what do you think? Like, can you help me?" I'm like, "Absolutely, bro." And I was like, "I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, I don't think you're gonna last. I think you're gonna do one workout with me and quit." He was like, "All right, bet. Watch. I'm gonna prove it to you." That's one thing about Fab. When he lock in and anything he do, he gonna go crazy. And so if you hear, "All right, bet, I got you," you just know he gonna prove you wrong. So we started off at 6:00 in the morning. Our scrim time start at 11 o'clock in the morning in season 1. So we will work from 6 to 8, and then we'll go back to the housing, shower, and then get ready to go to practice. Right. So you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He barely makes it through the workout. Like you basically had to stop the workout because he never worked out before. So I had to like teach him a lot of forms and like what these exercises do for each muscle group, how to eat, sleep, all that type of stuff. So he barely got through the workout. And I didn't even expect him to call me at all. Like, all right, this dude barely made it to the workout. He not gonna come back, hit my phone up. So he called me like at 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, "Bro, what is man? Call me my phone at 4:30 in the morning. I'm trying to, I'm trying to relax and sleep." He was like, "Coach, like, what you doing? Like, we set for 6 o'clock, right?" I was like, "Man, damn, this kid might be, He might be on something." So we just kept going at it and at it and at it. He started to lose weight. As I'm, helping him lose weight and, we're doing this exercise, I'm teaching him about what each exercise mean, kind of like the history of, certain exercises we're doing and how they got their name, like the Zotman curl. It was a bodybuilder named George Zotman, came from the 1800s. Just teaching about the knowledge of, the names of each exercise, muscle groups, a rest period, RPs, rest period, tempos, all that type of stuff. I'm teaching them because I don't want to give them all this stuff and like just, hey, do this. And I know what it means. Right. I don't. When I train, esports players, I don't like to just here do this. I want you to understand why you're doing this. So you're losing weight or you're gaining weight and you're learning the knowledge. So when you're not in season, you're off season, you're back at home. You can do this on your own. Or I train other esports players on different teams. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When they back in their market, they can like do it on their own. And like if they need help with form or anything like that, FaceTime me, hey coach, hey, I need some help with this, da 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 da. But at the same time, they know the knowledge of what they're putting into their body, how much, all that type of stuff. They know what they're doing at any time. So that's what I like to do. I like to give knowledge and also help them with training.
Are you formally like trained? Because when we had Tanya's son on, his degrees, both of his degrees are in physical fitness. And are you formally trained in school?
Yeah, I'm a certified personal trainer, and also right now I'm taking online classes for strength and conditioning.
Okay.
And nutritional coach. Yep.
Okay,
so,
great.
Right now I'm taking my exam here soon, but I'm a certified personal trainer. But I want to continue to add on to my resume, sir. Strength and conditioning coach, nutritional coach. I'm gonna add all that stuff into my resume. That's what I'm about.
So it's with the strength and conditioning. You think is that something you could take back to like your high school or collegiate level, and when you're no longer in the 2K league, or if you move on, like is that something you might want to pursue?
Yeah, with that you can work with. With that you can work with traditional athletes, whether it's high school, college, or in a pro league. You know what I mean? So it's always great to add on top of that to your resume and to your name.
Awesome, man. Yeah, because that's why I didn't know. I thought you were more of like an athlete, that just kind of kept working out. So to know that you are formally trained in it as well is even better.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, you got to add that to your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's great to have that on your resume to show proof that you know what you're talking about, know what you're doing with the amount of players you're working with. But you always got to have that paperwork. You know what I mean? Like my mom and dad were big on that. Always got to have your college paperwork. Always got to show that on your resume.
Absolutely. So then now when you fast forward to Worthington's coach, how did that transition happen? Because with him, he was a little bit more vocal on social media with like this is what he was about. He was about losing weight. He was showing the gratitude. Like, so tell me about that journey.
It was the same, kind of similar situation. He was like, when we first drafted him, I think about a couple of days after we drafted him, he called me. He was like, hey Rico, I'm trying to get a 6-pack, man. I know it's gonna be a long process, but I'm telling you, I'm dedicated, I'm disciplined. I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna see about that. We're gonna test that. So he'll hit me all times of the night, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Hey Rico, I'm at the apartments, man. Come through, because I live right down the street from the players' apartment. So I just drive down the street, get the workout in about 3 o'clock in the morning, and go on back home. So we'll work out all types of night. I would have his meal prep every single week for him. So every Monday, I have all his meal preps ready to go. I walk into the practice facility, hand him over his meal preps for the week. Hey, here go your meal preps. Here go the sheets. Here go all the nutritional facts, carbs, calories. All that stuff is ready to go. All you need to do is eat and be consistent at it. And he was like, what is, a lot of the food he never ate before. So I'm like, bro, this is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what is this? What?
Right.
What? Yeah, cauliflower. What the hell is that?
Right,
I can't do the cauliflower.
Yeah,
man, you got it.
I'm telling you, cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Cauliflower rice. It's not bad.
If you mix it with the rice, you don't even taste it, bro. Like, you don't even.
Grilled chicken or salmon with cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
That's when he first got to Boston, I'm like, hey, man, you got 2 weeks to do what you need to do. Eat whatever you want to eat, go out, have fun, party, and all that type of stuff. Drink whatever you need to do, have fun. After them 2 weeks,
you mine.
Class is mine. It's over.
Right, yeah. Right.
He was like, all right, cuz I got you. So he was having fun, eating DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that type of stuff. He was having a good time, and then when it was time to lock in, he definitely did it, and it showed with his progress and his weight.
Yeah, he dropped 60 pounds, right? Something like that.
He dropped 67 pounds.
Nice, man. So how many people do you currently train on and off the court? Like, as far as we know your 2K athletes, do you train your friends, family, and other people as well?
Yeah, they always call me for tips.
Okay.
My aunt my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandma like 78 years old, and she'd be like, she'd call me and say, hey, grandson, I'm on the treadmill.
Right.
I got in my 15 minutes, like you said. Like she'd get in there. She's 70 years old, but she's still moving on that treadmill a little bit.
That's
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
I just love working with esports players. I love working with esports players and streamers. That's what I love to do.
So you got the you come from the old school, like you said, running around campus and whatnot. By you being older now, in your workout journey, I know a lot of older guys, not older, but you're still young, but like just more fitness people, they don't like to run outside anymore because of the concrete in your knees. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, you could say the same thing about treadmill too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's studies on that where it's hard on your knees running on the treadmill. So I mean, it's all about. It's kind of controversial on both ends, but I like to do field work. I'm a football guy.
Correct.
Basketball too. I like to do field work. That's just me. Even with Fab, we did a lot of field work. We did running hills. We did running football stadium stairs. We went to Harvard University. So Harvard University is open to the public. So you can just walk up. Yeah, you can just walk up in Harvard Stadium and run the stairs. And they're like big steep stairs too. So you'll go out there and run those stairs. So I'm big on field work. I'm big on treadmill. I'm like old school and modern at the same time. I like to mix both. I'm a big believer in both.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up with old school, old school, parents. I had old school parents and old school trainers, and also have modern day trainers as well. And I think a good mixture of that is good for any athlete.
Yeah, you definitely learning both.
Did you grow up with weight training, or were you big on body weight at first? Like just regular push-ups and shit? Okay, body weight.
At a young age, my dad did not want me touching weights.
Oh, that's what I thought. I could tell.
So I was like 14, 15. So I did a lot of push-ups, calf raises, body squats, sit-ups, 6 inches.
Them 6 inches was deadly.
Yeah. I used to get 6 inches, and they're like, okay, you hiding your grades? All right, 6 inches. And you go in and get that belt, and come on, take
it man.
Get the ass. You get the ass. You going out to the. So I lived in a apartment complex where it was like these steep hills behind it, like steep hills, and I get my ass whooped. And then after get my ass up, go outside and run them hills.
I know
that was kind of like my punishment. So, yeah.
The first question, first question in the chat for you was, do you train via web? Because one of the FSG members, Sway, saying, who's getting ready for the combine, he wanted to know, but he trying to get work on weight loss and muscle gain. Yeah. He is 6'6" offensive lineman.
That's crazy. That's literally crazy.
I think you talking about that on your Twitter.
So I just put together a Discord where I'm going to be doing video chats. Every Saturday at 2:00, I'm going to be doing like cardio, where we on the bike and on the treadmill together. So I'm kind of like starting off like a beta group right now. I like a small group of like esports players to see how this goes. And then I'm gonna build it out to where I can work on one-on-one, with players who are serious about it virtually. In my Discord.
That's dope, man. And is that like the first beta thing you're doing under the RPW as far as dope.
Virtual, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So talk to us about the RPW, man. How did that all come about? And I seen you active. You've been doing it for over a year now in the community, with the 2K community, just for, rewarding positive, workouts and things of that nature. What made you start the Rico Fantasy workouts?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a couple of years. So it's kind of about like, I have a lot of trainers that I look up to. Jamal Liggins.
Okay.
Jamal Liggins, he does a lot of stuff with NFL players, soccer players, star track players. He's Odell Beckham's #1 trainer that he likes to work out with when he's in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jamal Liggins, Chris Brickley. I look at Chris Brickley a lot. Mo, who also this guy named Mo, he trains a lot of NFL stars, NBA stars, soccer players, baseball, all that type of stuff. So I kind of like look back and look at their vision and what they're doing in the traditional sports, and I want to kind of like apply that to esports. You know what I mean? So like, and Fab also puts that on me too. Like, bro, like what you doing is like kind of never been done before. Like, you need to start on your own brand, bro. You start doing your own stuff. All right, cool. So I kind of look at what Chris Brickley and Jamal Liggins was doing, how they have their own like initials. They have like Chris Brickley has colorblind, CB colorblind. Chris Brickley. So Jamal Liggins, he has his GML like for his initials. So I kind of add RPW and it's kind of like going crazy with that. The whole vision with RPW is to connect esports players and streamers with traditional athletes because they're very, very similar to one another. So it's like NFL players that you see on the field right now that will, go into film session, practice, and then come home from practice, hop straight on the Xbox or PlayStation party with us and play 2K or play Call of Duty.
Yep.
Same thing with these esports players. They go to practice, they do their little film session, they do their scrimmages, they go home, eat, take a little shower, nap, whatever, hop on a video game. And then that following day or a couple days later, they on NBA 2K League, Twitch, playing in the game or playing in the tournament or playing in the playoffs. So they're very, very traditional athletes and esports athletes are very, very similar to one another. So I want to connect that and do it in a great way with content and awareness with that. So I'm big on content and big on awareness with that. I want to connect, esports players and streamers together.
Yeah, I think Christian even took like third place wise in your last in the dip. Yeah. So yeah, man. I got active people that I support in the community that love what you're doing as well, man. So I think even Vega from I Am Nation would say he can't wait till you do another bench press one.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like those.
What's your max? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh yeah, my max is 315.
Okay.
Dude, looking at me, bro. I go into the gym, right? This is fun. I swear, I'll post up a video. I'll post up a video tomorrow. I'll go into the gym, and I'll just throw on. I'll warm up. I respect the weight. I'll warm up with it, right? And I work with 225. I throw in 2 plates on each side. And dudes will look at me like, this little dude for the do that. Like, they sit back and like, all right, he for the crush his little chest.
Right, yeah.
And they look at me. And then I'll throw it up. Boom, 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 boom. Rep them out. Boom, 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 boom. And they'll look at me like, bro, what kind of cycle load are you on? When somebody asks you what load or cycle load are you on, that means they think you're on steroids. I'm thinking, so anybody say that to you, you kind of take that at disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Or you can take it like, hey, they think I'm on roids. Doing something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I don't mess with that stuff, bro. Like, I don't do that stuff. He was like, oh shit, you need a spotter, just let me know. Like, all right, I bet, appreciate that, bro. So, yeah, yeah, bro. I'm short. You got short arms. You got a little thing on that a little bit, but yeah, 315 is my max.
I can't even let that boy off the bar.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I ain't even tried to lift nothing like that since like college. Since like junior, I wouldn't even like, boy. The bar just be sitting there like. So what you making? You helping with the transition with the RPW. You about to have the workouts on Saturday. What's your vision for your workout? I guess classes in this beta that you got going on, because I think it's very beneficial to the community, especially like what we was talking about with Tanya's son, for the black and brown community who we got high blood pressure and diabetes, and it's stricken through our community, and it's like we got people like yourself that's trying to help even on a smaller level, because like with the meal prep, like that going the extra mile, that like the meal prep is everything, bro. Like, so I commend you, bro. Like the nutrition, that's something that Fresh talked highly of, is like the nutrition is everything. And he was even saying that he doesn't even eat food for the taste anymore. He can eat the same thing Monday through Sunday because he cares about the nutrition and the things that's going into his body. So talk to me more about like, how did you find a good balance of meals, like to not be super repetitive? Is it like throughout the day, throughout the week, are you swapping proteins every day, or are you doing couple days chicken, couple days salmon? Talk to me about like your protein intake and how you make your meals not so mundane and repetitive.
I don't even care about I don't care about the taste.
The same thing he said. Okay.
I got big respect for Fresh because he same thing like I believe in. Like you know what I mean. So sometimes Colt would get tired of it, but at like a couple of months after he got into it, he didn't even care anymore. He was like,
okay.
It is. So because you're so used to eating out and Uber Eats and all that type of stuff, you don't even crave the right type of food to eat. So when you eat food like that, he's like, ugh, I don't want to eat this. I want to eat pizza. Like knowing that's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that at a young age. Like my dad, you know, he used to wake me up in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll have my peanut butter and oatmeal. With my peanut butter, oatmeal, and eggs. And before I go to school, like he always had my meal prep ready to go. And I used to get tired of it, but at a young age, I just got over it. So I don't really care. One thing I do hate though is broccoli. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to whoop my ass. I didn't eat my broccoli. I'd rather take ass whoopings up with broccoli. I can eat anything else. Tuna, anything. I cannot do broccoli. I would take an ass whooping over broccoli. I promise you that. But yeah, but when it comes to meal prep, that's everything. I got, a lot of players, a lot of, 2K community players, Call of Duty, Gears of War players, Madden players will like message me, DM you like, hey, send me some great workouts, bro, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, cool, I can do that. Like, what's your diet though? What you eating? Oh man, I just got some DoorDash, Five Guys with a chocolate shake with some chili fries, but anyway, yeah, send me them workouts. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna see you nothing, cause like I can see all these workouts you want to. You still gonna have a pus McGudge if you continue to eat like that. It don't even matter. So
do you cheat? Do you cheat sometimes? Like, do you eat Five Guys?
Absolutely. Hell yes.
Okay, because that's what Fresh said. He said and that's what I like about both of y'all because. He not afraid to show people, hey, I eat snacks too. I eat candy while I'm streaming and whatnot, but I'm gonna go and work that shit off and bust my ass. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself trying to get that shit off my body. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was one time Fab saw me. What was I was eating like a chili burger. I ate like a chili burger, a protein shake, and some cheese fries. And he over there eating tuna and noodles with no sauce. And he looking at me like, what the hell? He's like, hey, Coach, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Why you eating all that shit? I'm eating this.
Right.
I'm gonna go die. I'm trying to kill myself.
Right.
And you ain't ready for that yet, but you're gonna get there one day.
Yeah.
I'll eat that. Boom. I get that by my body, digestive system. Boom. Drink my water, take my nap, get up, and I'm damn near trying to die in that damn gym.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, because like Christian just said, he an air fryer king. Now, me and my wife, she just put me onto the air fryer. Yeah, I just got mine. Yeah, we work. Yeah.
That's the only thing I
got
a pressure cooker too.
Yeah, just to get that grease out your system. I love to get that grease out my diet, man.
Yep. I like to, when I'm doing my try hard diet plan, I like to weigh my food too. So I have a little scale as well when I weigh my food and then put it in the air fryer, take care of my.
Okay, so you do use a scale because that was one of the questions in the chat for Fresh. Do he weigh his food? So you do actually weigh your food.
Yeah, some people don't. Some people do. It's like it's up to you. I don't think it's a right or wrong answer.
Okay.
My opinion. I think it's up to your own discretion. I like to do it, because it's just kind of like my upbringing. Like my mom was, my mom and my teachers, my professors, like always show your work. You know what I mean? Type of thing when it comes to like some people don't believe in macros and micros, counting your calories and all type of stuff. I just like to put a number in front of a esports player, like, hey, this is your target. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't always gotta hit this target, but this is your target. With your intake and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm big on numbers and kind of like showing your work because in high school and college, professors are big on showing your work. You can do all the math, you get the answers. All right, let me see your work. Oh, you didn't show your work? All right, it's 50% off or something like that. So I just like to show the numbers, look at the numbers for my target that I'm doing.
Yeah. I know Verse just joined us back. He was having technical difficulties. I know he was ready to pull he was ready to pull the guns out, you know what I'm saying? He said he ain't gonna do that to you.
The spotlight on Rico.
Don't do it like that, bro. Come on now, bro.
Nah.
You're the professional here. I'm just trying to learn from you.
Yeah, man.
You about to make me do push-ups and sit-ups?
Man, for real, bro.
I ain't even have to shit, but I need to get myself together. That's why I'm glad that you telling me how you do your routine. routines and everything, and how you helping out certain players.
Right.
Like they should be very appreciative of that. Getting that meal preps for the week, man. You know,
Man,
they might
I
not
wish,
realize it now,
bro,
but you
like.
know, a couple years from now, they are definitely realizing and thank you about that, man.
Yeah, yep. And then when you get back to it, like I said before, like it's gonna be days when you don't go or you don't feel like going. It's gonna be some tough days. You're gonna see like progress.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, to stay with it, and you're gonna start to see it.
I think the biggest thing is that this is a life changing experience for somebody to be coaching you through a lifestyle change because people look at it like I'm bettering myself, and sometimes they don't see they see it temporarily. They don't see it as a lifestyle change. People feel like I'm about to knock off all this weight. I'm about to get a 6-pack. Once I get it, I'm gonna be done.
Yeah,
it's a lifestyle change.
It's a lifestyle.
You start to realize like how much better you feel, how much better you feel in the morning, how much more energetic
Exactly.
you feel, what tasks you can do, what things that you can do that you couldn't do before. You may couldn't run for more than 15 minutes before. You may couldn't play a full football game without taking 10 breaks before. You may, I consider myself a young dude, 27 years old. But, you get up in age, you hit 30, you years old. So, I mean, God.
Oh, so you taking shots? We taking shots. Okay. Right. Wait till I see you in Vegas, man. Up in age.
You say 27 in this community, they be like, oh, you an old
head.
Yeah.
You over 20. I think everybody old head. You over 23, you old head.
Yeah, I don't listen to them.
So the main thing was basically like, all right, so when I get to around that ballpark where I have a kid, I want to be able to do fun stuff. I want to still be able to go to a football or play basketball. You know what I mean? And outside of that, that's just like the surface. The deep dish underneath that is body functionality and being able to live a long, healthy life and be able to be happy and not being in and out of hospitals and stuff like that. And that runs within our culture. Like,
yes, you're right about that.
A lot of people, they understand, they had this thing to where, like, if they never tried it before and it's foreign to them, it's nasty.
Uncomfortable, yep.
It's people that say, oh, I don't like drinking water because they don't got no taste.
Taste, like, that's wild. I heard that a lot of times.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Now, when you say about drinking water, I don't want to cut you off, Verse. Give me a tip on how to get, like, because I know people, like, even women, like some of my friends, they feel like drinking a gallon of water is too much. How do you talk to people about, like, meaning that's a lot of water to drink during the day? Like, I know women that say, I can't drink a gallon of water. That's just too much water. Like just the intake.
That's me too.
Yeah, so, like, how do you try, like, get them out of that? Like, what's the tip for that?
Like I said before, it's a process. And, like, a lot of people can't mentally handle that. You know what I mean? Their bodies can't mentally handle that. So it's like, it's a process. Like, slowly take steps into doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you don't want to just get a gallon of water, just drink it. Like, no, you can't handle it. Just be real with yourself and just work your way up. It's kind of building confidence too. That's what I preach.
That.
As big, as huge, and what I preach is confidence.
I like
2K,
that.
2K, it's esports. Period. When you get on that stage, it's all about confidence and believing in yourself, and your teammates. So it's like I look at it like that. I say, hey, if you can transform your body and be disciplined with this. Imagine when you get on them sticks, bro. When you get into that film room, when you get into that on that stage, like you transform your physical body. You know what I'm saying? Esports is all mental and confidence. It's all mental and confidence, bro. It's all mental and confidence. If you can take that, like you overweight, whatever, you start to get into shape. You don't have to be buff or ripped all the time. Like it's healthy. You don't have to be buff or ripped or whatever. You can just be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And just getting good, eating good, and it's confidence in yourself. Like, man, I used to, like, you sleep all day, you know what I'm saying, eat these crazy meals, and now I wake up in the morning, I feel energized, feel good about myself. Like, that's what I preach, is about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge.
I think the biggest thing, I'm glad that you touched on that, Rico. I think the biggest thing that people kind of realize and don't really try to put much notice into within the community, and I'm not taking no jabs at nobody. It's just something that everybody needs to work on because, a lot of people try to hide themselves, or a lot of people expose who they are, what they look like. I mean, you build that confidence, you get comfortable outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And then you start to realize I'm worth more than how I'm trying to treat myself. I'm worth more than how people trying to paint a narrative around my head.
Yes.
You know just as well as I know, like, we've been around since when we used to troll on Group Me and the
man, what? Yeah, for a while,
So like, you knew, and like, the OGs know like what I look like. But when I first got to Twitter, it was just like, okay, I don't care. Like I didn't care about none of that stuff. But then I started to realize it's a whole world out there that has an outlook on me. I made one time understand who I am. So I had to expand and understand. Okay, people know what I look like. People want to know how I got like this. People want to know like how I take care of myself, how I take care of my body. And like it's really essential within our community because at the end of the day, like you said, you know, some people everybody. I'm gonna point this aspect. Everybody used to be like, "Oh, I can't wait till we get on stage. Get on stage, I'm gonna play like this. We get on stage, I'm gonna get rap." Then you get on stage and you're a completely different person. I mean, some of that confidence gotta stem from who you are, what you stand for, and who you see in front of you. So some of those aspects you may just not be comfortable with. And I'm not gonna really use names, but you get what I'm saying. If you're a guy that's out of shape and then you playing against across the stage from lavish phenom, 6'8", super duper in shape, he talking crazy to you. You ain't never experienced that before.
Confident level of
6'8" look like LeBron and Chris Bosh.
Right. Yeah.
So now you leave that game, you're like, man, you got beat right over. Now you gotta get back on your game. And you look better, you feel better, you come to those sticks, and now you feel like you talk shit back.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you?
I was just telling them earlier that you know, we hosted an event and we had one of the players that actually didn't show up because he wasn't confident about himself. He didn't want to. He didn't want to show up. So I found that out after after the event. Like, where's this guy? You know, so they like he didn't want to come. You know, he wasn't okay with how he looked. I was like, what? You know, but I understand though.
That
confidence. Yeah, confidence.
Yeah, man.
Everything. It's different on the stage, but you know, virtual when you get on the stage, like you said, different ball game, your confidence go down. You might think people talking about you or whatever. So that definitely helps out with some of these players as far as the esports.
Right.
Now, when you in the gym, Rico, are you a big circuit guy or are you more of a dead weight type of guy? Because I know I heard. You got different programs.
Different programs, like you got supersets, you got circuits, you got work on one particular muscle group for that day. It just pertains on what your goal is, what you're trying to get your body to do.
Okay, nice. Because I heard you say the bike, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Me and the wife had came up on a great deal. We got $2,000 Dick's Sporting Goods was having a blowout sale. I don't know how I came across it, but they were like $1,000 exercise bikes, and we got two of them for $1,000. So I jumped on it. Yeah. Now, bro, when I tell you, I've been I played JUCO. When I tell you, I've never had an experience like spin class, bro. Spin class is one of the most grueling workouts of your life. I tell people that, bro. I don't even understand it, bro. Like, I don't understand.
I heard the spin class, but it's like, what,
bro, spin class is crazy, bro. Spin class is crazy, bro. Talk to me about that, bro. Like, why is the bike why is spin class like that, bro? Like,
it's just your cardio going beyond your limits. Like, a lot of NFL players do that. A lot of NFL, NBA players do that. It's one time, Patrick Chung, when I was in the University of Oregon, they'll get up like at 5 o'clock in the morning and do that before class. Like, they be in the whole studio, like, hey, Reed, trying to get up and go. It's my first time ever doing this.
Right.
I couldn't last. Like you said before.
No, bro. Like, bro. It took me I want to say 2 weeks to make it through the whole 50-minute session, like, cause I'm tapping out at like 30 minutes, like 40 minutes, like, bro. I
hate doing cardio too. I especially in high school or college, I hate doing cardio. I hate conditioning all that. Like, I love the weight room though, but I hate conditioning, bro. Man.
But now the science is geared around that, weightlifting helps you burn more calories actually than cardio does, and now
it depends on your rest period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing a workout, you take like a 25-second, 30-second break, a RP rest period. Yeah, absolutely. But if you're sitting there, you do one set and you sit on your phone for 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then you go on to the next set. Nah. But if you're doing intense workouts, absolutely, for sure.
Nice.
It's all about the rest period.
Got you. So what do you feel like? What's been like your hardest workout since you've been since you've been doing this? Like when you say you pushing yourself, what do you say is like your hardest workout that you got? That's your go-to when you trying to push yourself to the limit. Like I wish I could do this better, or somebody you see that you look up to that they do a dope ass workout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like it's like probably leg day or kind of like leg day, like deadlifting, and then like probably add in a superset after deadlifting, right? And then like doing like cardio after that, bro. Like and when I'm doing leg day, I try to take the least amount of RP rest period that I can. Like I'll do like a heavy set, right? And then I probably like 15 seconds. I'd be dog tired. I'm trying to do, all right, on to the next set after 15 seconds. I'll be trying to kill myself in there. So a lot of times it's leg day. Sometimes it's arm day too, because it's like I'll do supersets with bench press, and I'll do incline or do flat bench. I'll do reverse bench press, and then after that, I'll do diamond push-ups. Boom, boom.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. Them boys tough.
Or I do spider. Or if the gym is like super like, towards the end of the close and it's not that busy, I can have 2 sections where I'm doing the bench press and I hop over to do spider curls or do drag curls between my sets. And I'm like, my arms about to fall off, my chest about to fall off, and I'm trying to leave the gym. So those days on my superset days or on my max days, those are the days that I'm like barely making that in the gym.
That's
dope,
dope,
what I have problems with, man, like, I don't know why, but, like, the butterflies, like, I can't lift anything, like, the butterflies? I can't do it, bro. It's like, these small weights, it's just, like, something about my shoulders or something, like, you know why? Like, it's just crazy.
You gotta, it's like all those muscle groups that you're trying to work on with those flies, they connect together, so you gotta strengthen your back with that. Like, I used to bench press, like, a lot, and then I remember a guy that I used to train with, he said go up to 325. My max was like 285, 295.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what, you can't go no further. I was like, nah, I'll come here and I do this consistently. I work on everything.
There you go.
He was like, you got to strengthen your back. Like, your back not strong enough. I was like, what you mean, bro? I do all this all the time. It don't matter. Like, you're not doing it enough.
Yep.
So, like, that's why, like how Rico explained, it's good to either do splits or understand like how you can do supersets or do circuits. Like for me, example, like I separate my days. So like during my process, I remember I explained to you I had fractured my ankle, so I went up to like 290. I ain't never been 290 in my life.
Yeah.
So like I play ball, like I ice that ball. So I was like, okay, well I'm gonna take my journey and start shredding. Like I already had so much muscle mass, I just need to shred.
Right.
So then I said, okay, I'm going to just divide up my days. And I figured the best way to work my muscle groups, Monday, I'm going to do arms, back, and chest. Tuesday, I'll do quads, hands, on my legs.
Right.
Wednesday, I'll do cardio. Thursday is my rest day. Friday, I come in and I do mad calisthenics, whether it's pull-ups, dips, everything. And then if I'm feeling good enough Saturday, I come in and do the same thing over again. Sunday, I rest. And people will be like, you don't got enough rest days. But the way that I ate and the way that I recovered was like how you explained with the glue. I used to put the glue in my drinks.
Yep.
I recover off the glue. And that would just be like, okay, well, my recovery period isn't overlapping. And because I split my days so much, the last workout that I just did, I will be revisiting that workout for the next 2 to 3 days.
Exactly.
So it just gives me the amount of time to max out consistently. Before you know it, like people will see me, like I'll be going for like maybe 2 or 3 months, and they be like, "Bruh, how the did you get like that? Like you got that done that fast? Like you was like,
right?
I was gone for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And, remember, I was trying to meet up with Dot, and our schedule was just that mixed. And I went back home. And my mom, Caribbean, you know, Caribbean parents, they all about like having weight. So look like they feel like having weight is healthy. And she was like, "You scrawny, like what would you need to eat?" And I'm like, "I'm in shape. Like, what do you mean? I still eat." And like even now, like throughout that process, because I cut my meal plan I had 2 meals. My meal was in the morning, and I had my main dinner, and I was eating before 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was really just maxed out protein, vegetables, salmon, vegetable grilled chicken.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll still have most of the time I'll still have my no meat Monday. So it's just completely vegetables or like meat substitute, which was like mushrooms or like impossible meat. So I'll make burritos out of it and everything.
I hate mushrooms.
This the thing though, Clutch. I guarantee you, because you know I'll be throwing down in the kitchen. I can make some food with mushrooms. Let me get it out. I promise you, I can make some food and they'll have mushrooms in it, and you'll be like, yo, this is crazy.
Bro, but you can never make a mushroom taste like steak. Y'all kill me with that. You can't make mushroom taste like steak, bro. Like,
I ain't saying that far. I can make it to where you find it appeasing. There's a lot of foods that people never had.
Yeah.
And just feel like it's not good, and it's actually good. You just gotta understand how to make it. Like, food is really science when it comes down to it. Like, for me, I don't mean to get off topic, but I don't really take much medicines or like pills and stuff like that when I get sick or I don't feel well or headache. I go straight to the kitchen. I go boil me some tea. I go get me some protein in my body. I go hydrate my body if I feel disoriented or anything like that. Because most of what's in the medicine comes from your herbs and spices and vegetables and fruit. That's a big role. So people get mad at me all the time. My girlfriend get mad at me all the time. I feel some type of sick. Oh, go get Bayers. Go get Advil. So it's just about understanding the knowledge and understanding what you want to do with your body long term, because it's an investment.
Yeah, it definitely is. I appreciate you saying that, but you know me, I take some, NyQuil. You know?
He said he napping, boy. I'm getting that nap in regardless.
That NyQuil put you straight out, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, but so with the RPW stuff, you got is the gear coming out for the community as well? I see you got the hat on right now.
Yeah.
Is it you got that? Come and talk to us about when we'll be able to.
Got me some.
Because I'm gonna give me a swole shirt, even though I ain't swole. You know what I'm saying? Just to so when I get there. Cause like me, I'm the older guy, right? So I feel I had my swole phase. Like I went my, you know what I'm saying, 5-6 years with my shirt off, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like I got my wife, and now I'm eating good, and it's like, but now we understand, as getting older, we working on our health. So like she in charge of all of my diet. Like we eat pure organic. We don't really eat, you know what I'm saying? So and I want you to even if we gotta pay for it, even for the show, I want you to send the show like me, Clutch, and Verse. Send us like basically me and Clutch like a little small meal plan or something that you would like. What an example of what your week might look like. You know what I'm saying? So I could try to mirror some things, and because I want to I'm trying to get right for Vegas and just have a different appearance. Just drop a few. I just really want to drop 20, 30 before I show up to Vegas.
Absolutely, I can definitely do that. I always do stuff for free in the community, like with the gear stuff too. I used to have like on my website where I used to charge, but I don't feel like it's fair enough because I don't have the time to absolutely do every single gamer personally. So I give it out for free. Like,
that's dope, bro.
Any gamer who ever worked out with me, Fab has never spent a dime. Colt has never spent a dime for all the meal prep, all the training. Like, not one esports player can tell you.
That's dope, bro.
Or not one 2K community player can come in and say, Rico, charge me this. It's always free. All my advice is free. Everything is free. About hats and stuff. Like, I only got hats right now. Like, I have some old muscle tees. I'll probably give that out for free. Most likely, I will give that out for free if I do decide to give it out. Hats is definitely going to be for free. I'm definitely going to hook you up with some hats.
Yeah, we'll wear it during the show, bro. We got you. You know what I'm saying? So we got you.
I don't charge anybody, so I like seeing that stuff. That's just from me and like what I believe in. And so when I get to a point to where I can give 1,000% effort into like each individual, player and like into the gear, because I'm very picky.
Okay.
Like, so when it came up to the gear, it got to be like 1,000% elite. I know you the same way, Doc, when it comes to your
absolutely.
jersey,
I don't play. I don't play.
When it comes to my line, whenever I get 1,000% effort and time into that, and that's when I'm gonna be put on my website. But right now, it's not like it's good merch, but it's not to where I want it to be.
Yeah, and let me know because I'm plugged with the activewear distributor and whatnot. So I got some connects that'll help you with your with your fitness. They sell a ton of fitness products, so I can help you get some wholesale pricing and stuff like that. So that's something I would love to help with, just because that's my way of giving back to people making that effort in the community and whatnot too. So we can partner with that anytime. Just drop, get my number. I got you. Whatever you need. And one of the other things I wanted to ask you was about with the way that you're moving with these contests and whatnot. I know it's all out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you helping the gamers and whatnot. Where do you see, like, with the first I know Vegas is coming, so we about to have round 2, right? So talk to me about the progress that you saw in your players from the first fitness camp that you threw, because a lot of people don't know that you threw a dope fitness camp where you dumped 2K League players into a house, got them in the pool running laps, you got them in the gym waking up every morning, and you about to go into phase 2 of that. Tell me what did you see, like, progress? Did you see some players digress since the first camp, or did they keep it going? Talk to me about, like, what you want to see from the difference from phase 1 and now going into phase 2.
Yeah, phase 1 was dope. Like, it was a trial and error. Like, it has never been done before. Only type of training camp that's been done before is like NFL, NBA, where they go all these NBA stars, NFL stars are flying to LA, flying to Miami, and be with a trainer. You know what I mean, and get their own spot. And hang out. And do their thing for about a month or so. So that's the approach that I had. Like I said before, I look up to a lot of elite trainers in the industry, and so we rented out a big mansion in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I had some stars come through. I had A-Rooks. I had, of course, Fab. I had Lavish.
A-Rooks.
Yeah. So I said that's the first one. A-Rooks, Fab, and Lavish. Yeah, those are the one I had come through, and it was a super dope experience. We were all they were all streaming, playing video games. They went out, had a good time. Went to some parties around the Arizona State campus.
Okay.
So it was a dope experience. Had them in the pool. We was running in the desert, which was a dope thing to do. So going into phase 2, those players still hit me up all the time asking what I was gonna do training camp. I was gonna do one in Miami last season, but COVID hit. That was bad.
Okay.
One of my boys plays in Miami Dolphins, and he was like, "Hey, Reed, come through and like host that camp." Like, I had some of my friends come through on the team, like, we can connect those gamers together and do some workouts, do some content, and stuff like that. And I had it all planned ready to go, and COVID, boom, knocked all that out the way. So I had to kind of like refocus and
a lot of things.
I'm gonna raise my hand like we in the Twitter Spaces.
He won't in on that fitness camp. Phase 2.
Yeah. So now we're going in Las Vegas. I'm taking a heightened approach, trying to make this the best that I can be. With these gamers coming in, I'm getting there on Thursday. I'm getting there early.
Me too. Yeah, we'll be there Thursday.
So we all got to link up. So I'm getting there on Thursday. Getting everything right. I'm already planning right now how I want to do things. How I kind of want to have like an open 6 o'clock in the morning, run session every day leading up to when we leave. You said what?
I was saying, you doing a vlog?
Oh, absolutely. Content is everything.
Okay, dope. Yeah,
okay. Everything will be everything.
He got the camera right there, so
Yeah, I'm having a cameraman, with me as well. So content on YouTube, TikTok, all of that, IGTV, all of that. YouTube Shorts is gonna be all on my social platforms. So,
how many players you inviting? You think for Vegas?
Oh, so basically, what I'm thinking right now is going to be, so to be fair to all the gamers, I won't have like an open session for the running in the morning.
Okay.
But I kind of want to invite like some of the top prospects that are serious about fitness and some of the top NBA 2K League players who are serious about it. So I want to break it down into Group A and Group B, so every single player can get a good quality workout in, rather than I want to do like open up to a whole mass of the whole community and do a workout session. But that's just like not even realistic, because I'm probably gonna have like 80 players show up trying to get to a LA Fitness in Las Vegas trying to get a workout in.
That ain't gonna happen.
It is impossible. So I want to break it down to Group A, Group B. Probably have like 12 players overall.
Okay.
probably 14 overall players from the league players and also prospects going to the draft play type of play. Yeah, have it like that and get some great workouts and some great content and some knowledge out of that training camp.
That's
I want
dope,
to see
man.
who actually shows up. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm be honest, man. He got people excited. I would be excited to do maybe the group, just because it's like, you see, I think a lot of people when it come to this fitness journey, right? When you see the results, I think with you got proven success within the community with players that everybody's familiar with, everybody knows, and they can actually see the results. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's extremely important, and that's extremely attractive to people as well. And that's why I'm a big proponent of you keeping this going. That's one of the things that I wanted to make sure you talked about during Fitness Week is phase 2 is you continuing that, because as you see, I'm very knowledgeable of what you're doing because I care. I watch what you're doing, and I know me being able to tell my audience and the people that's going to watch this in the future that they need to know, like, these camps are coming, because one day these might be huge, where you got I just brought an NFL player into FSG, so it's like one day we might have T. Higgins pull up to one of your camps. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying, that needs to be highlighted amongst the community, man, because we don't have a lot of people that's not asking people for their money, and all you really asking for is your time and your effort.
Exactly,
and I think that needs to be highlighted, man. You're doing great work, and you getting the progress. Yeah, I respect that. You getting the progress out of your players, and that's most important. So give me like the same thing I did with Fresh for Fitness Week. Give me 3 different exercises that you feel like gamers could do in between they stream or for a break or in between matchups or just in general, because we are sitting down so much in these chairs. What's 3 different things that you feel like that they can do in their spare time or prior to their stream or before or during even, that they can kind of, keep going and possibly just pop off camera, get it done or whatever. Give me an idea of what's 3 things that you think that gamers could focus on to stay healthy while you're sitting down for long periods of time.
Yeah, I mean, I just had the competition on that is chair dips. Like, those guys, those players use their gaming chairs all the time. Did you spot, get out of your chair for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, do some 4 or 5 sets of chair dips, you know what I'm saying? Hop back on them, do your thing, or do some air squats. Like, there's times where I know in practice where I might not have enough time after practice, so I'll be in practice, when it's halftime or we'll be taking a break before our next scrimmage. I'll do some air squats. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand up, do some air squats, do a couple of wide grip push-ups. I know diamond push is going to be pretty, different to do. But
we all can't get there yet, man.
Even if you have to do knee push-ups, that's fine. Knee push-ups.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, knee push-ups.
No, I ain't no knee push-ups.
Hey, I'm gonna need it after. I'm gonna do the first couple. I might get a few out the way, and then I'm gonna drop. I gotta drop in them knee push-ups. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, it is what it is.
Let me tell you this story. Let me tell you this story about Fab. So we in the gym. This is like a month. He never really bench pressed like that at all. Never bench pressed at all. So we go to a gym, and this lady, she puts on 25 plates on each side. She bench pressed and knocking out, boom, 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 boom. And then I didn't know what she was doing. So I put on 25 pounds with Fab, and he couldn't do it. And he was like discouraged. So I had to put on 10s on each side. He was like, man, bro, I feel bad. Like, this old lady just outbenched me, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on, coach? Like, what's going on? So I was like, bro, just don't worry about that. Like I said before, it's progression, bro. Just believe it's going to happen. That boy who never bench pressed ever, about 8 months later, 10 months later, he was bench pressing 285.
Nice.
Like, it's a whole, like, so you might start off and be like, damn, I'm doing knee push-ups, bro. Eventually going to be doing 50 regular push-ups, 100 push-ups, 150 push-ups.
Yeah.
It's a whole progress. Like, it's gonna test your ego and your manhood. But I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna test you. Like, I see it in his eyes, I see it in players' eyes. It tests their ego. I mean, every player has an ego.
Working out is definitely progression. It's definitely a progression thing. Because I remember I could probably max like like taking breaks, of course. I'll probably max out at like 5 pull-ups.
Yeah.
And then like me and Lottie started training together. Like we started doing like knocking out 10, 15, like sets of between 10 and 15. If it was a good day, sets of 20. And then on our last pull, we'll do the static ones where like when you're coming down, you got to hold position until like you can't go no more. And your arms really feel like you're about to fall off. Once we get off, you just really push. And then once you take a 15-second break, and you right back at it, you got to do it all over again. So
like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So it's more so just about consistency because I mean, when I first started, like I couldn't bench press much. Like I had to start off with the little plates, and I was already naturally a built dude. People say like, "Oh, you built, he's in shape." So like when I would do that, like I didn't really embarrass myself, but I went in at a time where like it was a lot of people around.
Right.
So they looking over, they see me with 25 on each side or 35 on each side, and they're like, "Bro, you too big for all that. What is you doing?"
Right.
As I got older and I matured, I started realizing like sometimes it's really not about how much you lift, it's about your control of the weight, your form, and how long you're gonna do it. Because for a while I was doing that 35 on each side, but I was knocking out probably like 180 to 200 reps a day.
Right.
A lot of people can't do that many reps. You know what I'm saying? Until I gradually built up and I got to that 295 range, and I'm knocking out 5-6 sets of 12.
Right.
And now people like, wow, like 5-6 sets of 12? Like that sounds like a little bit, but once you start doing that, mind you, I'm working on other parts of my arms, other parts of my chest. That's a lot of weight that's tolling on you. For you to be able to endure that. So it's just a matter of just consistency. You gotta like Rico preached, you gotta have that confidence and understand what you're trying to get to. If you really want to get there, like they got this saying, like a part of your diet, you gotta eat like a dog. A dog don't really remember everything. They eat the same thing every single day.
That's fact.
You eat like a dog, you train like a dog. You do the same thing every single day.
I like that.
You get to where you need to get to.
I don't have no pride because like I said, I know I've been there like the most, like when I was like in my workout mode, I could do like, I think the most I did in one set, like one time, just drop down, do like 57, almost 60 push-ups in one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got to get back into that I'm that mode where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to, get back in the gym and work out. And that's like when you said it, like you hit it right on the head. A lot of this stuff is just mental, just knocking over that hurdle or saying, all right, man, I'm finna get back in the gym. I was literally with my boy, who almost got drafted into the NFL. He used to, I was just his spotter and just a person that woke up early enough to just help him. I used to just help work out with him because he was working out, and we would be doing 100 burpees a day. He was huge on calisthenics. Like his weight and whatnot was built off him. His swole was built off calisthenics and all organic, barely hitting the gym and barely like really hitting the weights. He was more wanted to be lean and fast, so he wasn't really trying to bulk up. So I totally understand when y'all talk about that mental aspect, man. So when you send me this meal plan for me and Clutch, we gonna take that shit seriously, and we gonna be two totally different dudes come Vegas, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna send you my before weight, and then I'm gonna send you, and then I'm gonna have you weight me in Vegas, and then we gonna take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm about to do my
no, go ahead.
Yeah, to recap what you asked about the workout, the 3 tips. Like I said before, the chair dips. You brought it up too. The pull-ups, like I did a pull-up challenge too. Like it's a $20 30 bar you can just buy and put on your door.
Yeah.
Knock them out. Just knock them out. And then I said like it's air squats, chair dips. I'm gonna give you 4: air squats, chair dips, pull-ups. And you can also do wall push-ups too.
Well, okay, all right. A wall push-up.
You stand in front of the wall basically,
and the angle. What is it, like a 45-degree angle, basically?
Yep.
Okay.
Just push-ups off the wall, and people think that is weak. I bet you by the time they get you 21, 22, your arms start burning all the way.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so like little stuff like that, you just take. Like I said before. I ask players, hey man, let's start off 10, 15 minutes. That's all I ask, 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right, give me 20 minutes. Now give me 30. Now give me 45. Now give me an hour and 15 minutes. A little progression. So little stuff you can do at home. If you're not doing it, just like on yourself at the end of the day. It's like excuses at the end of the day. Because a lot of stuff you can do at home. You don't got to touch the gym. You don't got to be roll. You You don't gotta be cut up, all that type of stuff. So you don't gotta look like an athlete.
They be taking the other team about an hour to get to a pro-am arena anyway. You might
y'all be having me up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Wake up and play. Yeah, like, bro, come on now.
Right. That's crazy.
You know, it been like that forever though. Like this ain't nothing new. Like since NPBA, SBA day, it take boys 2-3 hours to play a series, bro. An hour.
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd have known that OG was gonna be on this journey that he on. I would have brought him on for Fitness Week. It's great to see OG in the gym hitting it hard, and that's one of the older cats. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, all right, if OG could do it, I'm getting my ass back in shape, man. Because man, it's like the mental, like, man, I've been through my swole phase already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get back in it, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back. Just for the health reasons, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm committed to it. And me and Clutch, we gonna tag team this shit, man, and we gonna get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to trip because I told these dudes every day I'm going to call them at 6 a.m.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Clutch ain't getting up. Clutch ain't getting up.
I'm already at work.
Hey, right. Hey, but no, send that to me, bro. I'm curious to see, like, you know, what a week meal prep would look like and what like a small at home workout would look like. Where I don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm curious.
I'm gonna see you the whole. I'm gonna call it Colt special. I'm gonna send everything.
Hey, appreciate it.
I'm gonna send it over to y'all. Just jot down your emails, and I'm gonna send that straight over to y'all.
Okay. Well, before I let you go, is there anything? I mean, I ain't letting you go right now, but is there anything that you feel like I missed on your fitness journey? Like, I feel like I did my research and I was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, one thing I say about you is like I don't do too many interviews. And when I do it. Has to be somebody who has a long, great track record. You know what I mean? They have a great product or a great brand behind them.
Appreciate it.
When you reached out to me, I'm like, yeah, I got to do this. You know what I mean? So you have a great track record and a great product and a great brand behind your name. So like, I'm very picky. Some people might think I'm stuck up, but I take my brand very seriously. Because I do represent an NBA organization.
Absolutely.
I do represent myself. So I do represent myself in RPW. So whoever I deal with, whatever player I deal with, they have to stand for something. So
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you sending me the invite out.
Do you have any sponsors that you work with as far as your fitness? Like, do you have for your pre-workout or anybody that you currently sponsored by or anything?
See, like once again, that's just me being. You know, I have high expectations for myself, so I want to deal with big brands.
Okay.
I do have a company named AMP that reached out to me.
Okay. Quick plug.
They send it out. This is a lot of for. So I'm not just into console, training console players. Also training PC players as well. So it's like a weight. It's like basically weights for your fingers and stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's like stuff like that. So they send me this. So I'm in talks with them, but. My whole vision for RPW is to work with a big brand like Puma, Adidas, Nike, or Under Armour, and really be that esports ambassador when it comes to health and fitness. And I want to work with official. I want to work with official. I want to work with an official supplement company because whenever I put my name on something, it gotta work. It gotta be real. It can't harm. Cause I take this very seriously. I'm very protective of my players. I'm very protective of the 2K players.
Good.
I'm very protective of the whole community and whoever I'm working with. So whatever I push, it has to work. It can't be harmful and it can't be no BS behind the scenes with it. So, I'm taking my time with whoever I decide to be my sponsor.
That's great, bro. And as a person, like, so me, I'm a living donor. Before my dad passed, I gave him a kidney. In 2005. So, and I got the best 11 years of his life. Like before I gave him the kidney, they told my dad he wouldn't be able to golf anymore. He would walk with a hunch, and then after I gave him a kidney, about 8 months later, he was on the golf course and he golfed until the day he died. You know what I'm saying? So, going out of town and everything. So, I'm not allowed to take supplements by only having one kidney. I'm not allowed to really take like powder-based supplements and things of that nature. So I'm curious on what organically maybe we could come together and put together for me for like a pre-workout or something. You know, like I could, you know, buy at the grocery store, mix together, whatever you tell me. I'm one of those guys, so I'm not allowed. My doctor don't want me putting any powdered substances on my kidneys. So, so I like it's little things like that. So, I come from mine is a little different journey because I had to, you know, save my dad's life, and that was something that was probably one of the best experiences of my life. I almost died twice, but I just had complications after the surgery. But it was just rewarding that for my father to go from they act like he would never be able to be physically athletic again and wouldn't be able to coach, do nothing, and then now he on the golf course. I call him. I'm just trying to say hi. Oh, son, I'm on the golf. I'm in Florida on the golf. Like, hey man, what? Get off the golf course. I'm trying to holler at you. Like, so it's that's rewarding things, you know.
Yeah, that's dope. You had a close relationship with your dad. I had the same relationship with my dad. My dad called me all the time, bothering me. So,
man.
If something happen like that, I definitely doing the same thing you doing. So,
bro, I appreciate it, man.
So that's dope. You have a very similar to me and my dad. My dad was a coach too, so that's dope. You have a similar background.
And you know how that is to have to share your father with the rest of the world. It's hard, bro. It's hard, bro. Like
he was my little league coach. When I was 5 years old. Like he been my coach. All the way up to middle school. So,
exactly, bro. It's hard, man. But I just remember those days being 6 and 7. I'm just a bat boy for his team and for the, you know what I'm saying, for the older team, or he coaching my brother, and I'm, you know, that was my reward. Being at the baseball field, at the football field every day was just like that was dope for me. You know what I'm saying? But you understand the aspect of having to share your dad, but having that, you know, having him there to be like on me, like you said about food and nutrition, and was very strict. And you know, I'm like that with my boys, and it's just a dope. It's a dope. I still miss him. That was my dude. Man, I'm cool, but man, you don't know, like until that, you know what I'm saying? Like I bought my house like 5 minutes from his just because it was like that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my dude. So I definitely loved hearing about your relationship with your dad and the sternness, because that's what I was a coach's son. So it's like you get that they don't play. Like my dad was. I didn't see my father get into it with other parents. Like, you know, like like why you like I seen him tell a parent like, well, if you think that I'm gonna allow your son to cry because he struck out, then I'm a horrible coach, because there's no way that he can, nowhere on the face of the earth that he can watch baseball in any level and people don't strike out. So if I condone him acting soft over striking out, people gonna strike out in little league, in college, in high school, in the pros. So and so how can I that's not what we do. That's why your son is on the bench, because he's not mentally prepared to play this sport. So you know the mental game has always been big on me, man. So that was something that I really connect with you on that, man. And having that stern father around, man, that's something that I really take pride. So yeah, man. So hold on, we got a question for you in the chat. Do you have any players? Do any of your players have management or PR? Do you or any of these players have management or PR?
No, I don't. It's some agencies that reach out to me, but once again,
you waiting for that right opportunity.
Waiting for the right opportunity. Like, you know, a legit agency is gonna take it to the next level, and it's gonna, you know, appreciate what I do and really take the time out to you know, show the brand in the right way and myself in the right way. For as players, to be honest with you, no. Only think maybe a few have small agents at the time. I think in about 5 to 8 years, the NBA 2K League is like huge enough. I think, you know, big time agencies will come in and management groups will come in. But right now, the league is pretty young, pretty small right now. So I don't think a lot of players have representation. I think about probably like 2% out of the whole league has representation for something, unless it's like a big streamer. You know what I mean? I don't even think Chalk, who's probably the biggest, you know, name in the league, has representation. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It hasn't been, you know. publicly known.
But I could respect you waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, being a free agent and being able to kind of do your own thing is important, and kind of waiting on that right opportunity. You're doing a great job where you're about to have another content coming, another big piece of content coming with phase 2 of your workout program and bringing people in. Because I thought that was a dope idea to kind of drop kids into a house and say, we about to work out. You know, this weekend is based on working out, and then watching them kind of keep that same program going is dope as well. You know what I'm saying? And now in the off season, do you still got work? Is Worthington and all of them? Are they still on their regimen and still attacking it every day? Are you checking up on them every day?
Man, one thing about Colt, bro, Colt can talk. No, Colt. Colt will call me. We talk about something that only take about 5 minutes. Next thing I know, it's 3 hours. It's plenty of times where he'll call me like, "Hey, coach, hey Reek, I'm on a treadmill right now. Hey, coach, I'm walking right now. Let's talk a little bit." So we'll talk while he's walking. That's really what I got the idea from, was doing the virtual treadmill, bike, and also walking too. Was from Colt and Fab relationship, because they'll always FaceTime me when they're doing workouts. We just talk about life or 2K and stuff that they want to do in life. So, you know, with Colt, we always check up on Colt. He always check up on me. We talk almost every single day. Me and Fab talk about we talk every single day. So okay. Those players always FaceTime me when they need some help on some workout tips, or just want to walk on a treadmill and just talk. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And with your new group of guys, so with like FT and I mean, cut you off, Coach. Like, so was it just Colt this go round who was really committed? Like, what about the new guys like FT and things of that?
Besides Colt, it was Tezo.
Oh, Tezo, okay.
Yeah,
I like Tezo.
Surprisingly,
yeah.
So I'll be in the gym like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Before I get there, I see Tezo on the treadmill.
Wow.
Tezo is I like that kid, but he's very quiet. You know what I'm saying? Laid back. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, you know, doing his work, he's always locked in. You know, I don't have to worry about Tezo.
That's discipline.
Yeah. So Tezo and Colt, I think Tezo and Colt, like Tezo was more on the cardio side. Like he don't really touch the weights, but that's cool. He was a big treadmill guy.
Got nice. Any other questions for Rico, fellas?
No, I was just saying, you gained much respect from me and you know, and Dot and Bert.
Oh man, for
I've
real.
been on the show, man. Just knowing what type of person you are, and got a big part in helping these players, and they have to realize what you're doing. You know, you got a big heart just like us. You know, willing to give all the knowledge you can to these players
for free, bro. Like that's huge, bro. Like
making sure they healthy, and like I said again, the meal prep, like that's crazy, man. Like I definitely.
That's awesome, bro. That shows to your character, bro. Like that, like you. That's great, bro. And you helping other black men and other you know, brown people trying to get out this stink that we in when it comes to our health.
The young ones too. It's the young ones.
Yeah, he getting breaking through to the young guys is hard, you know, because breaking a habit with these young kids ain't easy, bro. Trust me.
Man, because it's super access like to food now, like not healthy food, but
correct. The healthy food is more expensive now. Yeah.
Man, look, I'll look on Uber Eats. I'll look at it's called Superfoods out here. I could be getting the name wrong, but I'll look in there and it's like $40-$50 for one meal. I'm like, hold on. But I go look at Popeyes, it's like $13-$14.
Oh yeah, and you gonna get an 8-piece. You gonna get good grease. You gonna
Sometimes all it takes is that little grocery store trip.
Yeah, I'm
surprised how long that food be lasting.
Man, what and cheap.
Yeah.
Dude,
One of my favorite places to go to is Trader Joe's. People feel like Trader Joe's is super duper bougie, which to a certain extent it is, but you can find very reasonable things or very reasonable foods at very good quality. No steroids in it, no preservatives, probiotic, GMO, real good for you. It's all about understanding what you want to do.
Right.
Because I don't eat food for the taste, but I'm good at cooking. I understand everybody's not really good at cooking. I can make my food taste good. I can make like the most different meal to you. Like I can make zucchini pasta.
Right.
Out of zucchini noodles, and I'll make it taste good with any type of Alfredo sauce or balsamic sauce. And people say, "Oh, that's strange. Why would you eat that?" Because I eat it for the nutrition. I just make it taste good. get what I'm saying? So
right.
it's all about understanding. And I understand, like, most of these dudes is like 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. So all they know is fast food. All they know is chicken. All they know is burgers. All they know is fries. All they know is McDonald's.
Yeah.
So like when you introduce something foreign to them that's unknown, it's like, okay, I don't really know the benefits. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of this. Is it good? And that's what they were concerned about. But that's why I admire you so much as a leader. Just, you know, throughout your time in the community, just like myself, you know these players probably just as much as the same time as I did. Coming from where we come from, so it's just like knowing them and seeing like them make changes like this is crazy. And like it happened with Fab, like even compete got back in the gym and started going crazy, crazy shape now.
That's my dog right there. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like all these dudes.
He's gonna be in one of the groups.
Nice.
So it's about that dedication and just like it's crazy just seeing like how people's lives have changed. I ain't talking about just like from the financial aspect about like people just changing their persona overall. Like Fab is a crazy story. Cole taking the initiative to do what he's doing now. It's a crazy story. Shots. It's a crazy story.
Oh yeah, shots. Yeah, shots. Yeah.
Come on, man. Like that's
a testament to just walking, bro. He just walking, eat good.
I think he did like 9 miles in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just walking. Yeah, just walking.
And like I said before, progression. Like he started doing like up the block, around the corner, like type of thing. And now he's doing 9 miles. So it's just
in hindsight, people will look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, you want to change," but the amount of dedication to know that you about to get up and go do this on a consistent basis, he really wanted that for himself, and he understood the bigger picture. I'm more than sure he didn't do that. He didn't just do that because he wanted to lose weight in a certain way. Like he did that out of just knowing, like, I want to be healthy. I want to be this type of person. I want to be able to do certain type of things. I want to have this certain type of confidence. I want to wear these certain type of clothes. I want to wear these certain type of shirts. I want to be able to show off this type of. You know what I mean? So, man, like, you know, most dudes probably be like, "Oh, you want to look this type of way from girls." Me myself, like, I always want to look this type of way for myself. I like looking
absolutely.
Good. I like one of those
absolutely.
You can see my veins pop. Come on, man.
Absolutely, man.
Next flexing.
Yeah, we flexing for Rico today. Hey man, but you know, man, we appreciate you coming on, bro. Wonderful conversations. Thank you for the tips. I look forward to you reaching out and sending that. Me and Clutch gonna get right on it, bro. I promise you. And then I'm gonna DM you my number so you can have that connection. So we can work on something organic for me, just for you know what I'm saying, to put together since I can't do the powder thing. You know what I'm saying? So this that time of the show. I want you to drop your website, drop your socials, where we can reach you, and you know, and wish you well on what you got going forward. Can't wait to see you in Vegas and actually meet you and shake your hand. And I just want to thank you, man. This fitness week has been dope. To have people like yourself and experts come on and help us understand this journey and what all it entails and the discipline. I think is what I take away the most from it is the discipline aspect of it, and that's what I appreciate the most at what you're doing for these kids. Everybody is not willing to help people, especially not for free. So I definitely appreciate you as being one of the pioneers and ambassador of doing that, man. And we giving our flowers away and sending people their roses right now while they're here and they can enjoy them and smell them, bro. We appreciate what you're doing and keep up the good work, bro.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So website is rpworkouts.com. That's where our RP news and RPW news and players I work with is on that. Then I have, make it plain and simple for all my social media accounts for Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's Rico Fantasy, RCCO PHINISEE.
Nice. All right, man. Well, we're gonna make sure we following up. And we're going to make sure that we go and support the website as well, man. And we're going to urge all of our clients and all of our viewers to do the same, man. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Dot in the Clutch Show. We got Fitness Week today with Rico Fantasy, man. A great leader in the community, in the 2K community, and in life, helping young black men, young brown men, and white men, everybody across any spectrum get right, eat right, get healthy, and more focus on your mental as well, which is something that I can appreciate because I came from the same type of upbringing and background. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go and support our sponsor, Chicago Threads with a Z. Make sure you go to rpworkouts.com and support Rico. And we here to stay, man. Dot and Clutch Show. Special shout out to our co-host Verse today as well, man. And we'll be moving forward with him as well. Check out Viral Moment coming soon. Viral Moment coming soon. And we appreciate everybody who was here, man. Y'all already know FSG, SSWI to the top, man. And thank y'all for tuning in. We'll